Here in the east of England, we've been enjoying a run of unbroken warm sunny weather. After a colder than average June, it's wonderful to feel the heat. So is it time to relax in the garden? Gardening is a long-term project. It can take years for a plan to come to fruition and to recover from mistakes and failures.
My garden today has been months in the making, and I hope that I'll be able to enjoy it and relax. But can I? So what does summer do to a garden?
The sun and sunlight is a critical component of any growing plant. Plants convert sunlight into energy, which is used to grow and to produce more crops. In June, when we had low levels of sunlight, growth was slow. But since the sun has come out, things are getting quicker.
Rapid plant growth needs monitoring. You can be easily caught out by unwanted growth on a plant, which can cause problems for those around it.
Plants use the sun, warmth and levels of rain to know when to go to seed. So bolting can be a real problem for growers. Bolting is when a plant goes to seed too quickly, leaving other parts of the plant underdeveloped. I tend to find this happens to onions a lot. The weather can lead to onion plants going to seed too quickly, leaving an underdeveloped, less enjoyable bulb. Watering becomes more of an important part of gardening during summer. There's less moisture in the air, and heat helps the water to evaporate. It takes a lot of water to grow a plant. Some fruit crops can be really impacted by watering. Tomatoes, for instance, really need a good supply of water.
Erratic watering can lead to the tomato swelling and tearing its skin. So watering regularly and often is really important.
With warm summer weather ahead and rapidly growing plants, it's important to make sure that they are well fed, especially any plant growing in pots. Growing plants will need a lot of nutrients, and keeping them topped up is essential for healthy plant growth. Summer is also a sign of the year progressing and the seasons turning. Summer will eventually give into autumn, and the needs of the gardener will begin to change. There's planning to be done. Summer crops will need to make way for autumn and winter crops, and I'll need to start thinking about feeding and resting the soil before next spring and summer. So, can I relax in the summer?
It depends on your definition of relaxing.
If it's sitting back and not doing anything, I'm likely to be disappointed with how the garden will look and how much produce I grow. But if I can find enjoyment and relaxation in the process of gardening, then I can relax. So much of life is a race to the finish, a race to the top, and ticking off of a goal.
Gardening has helped me be more mindful and to enjoy the journey and appreciate doing the work.
In reality, the garden will never be done. It will require constant care and attention, and the next job will start before the last one ends. Taking time to enjoy the journey is a great skill to learn. It challenges how we see the world and how we define success. After all, life is just a journey anyway. For me, this means I can relax but not stop. I can enjoy harvesting my summer food and transplanting my autumn crop from their seedbed. I can also look forward to the winter and the next season as I plan things I want to do and grow next year.
What do you prefer? How do you relax in the garden and what do you find enjoyable? Let me know in the comments below.
We could drive along an ocean reflecting the sun, or make a bed of green atop a wide open scene. Under a canvas of blue, I would draw ever nearer to you, to feel the dew on your skin. That is how it would begin. For summer is for falling in love.
Here's what I'm doing this summer. This summer, I am harvesting some of the food I started back in early spring. My onions and garlic are ready to be lifted and dried out. And some of the plants are starting to get overgrown, so I've pulled my spinach and I've given my brassica cage a little bit more space and light. Watering has become a bigger part of my daily routine, and on really hot days, I'm finding myself having to water pots twice a day, especially my tomatoes.
For summer is for falling.
My gherkins are doing really well, but started to show some signs of not being too happy. I've been feeding them and keeping the soil moist, so I'm not really sure what's bleaching out some of the leaves. It may be the heat, as it gets really hot in the greenhouse. I have all of the windows open, but I still can get 10 degrees warmer in the greenhouse. And so far, I have 4 jars of gherkins pickling in my cupboard. I've started to move some of my young cabbage from their seed bed into the main bed. This is where they will grow to maturity. I really need some more space. I was hoping the remaining onions could be dug up alongside the beetroot really soon. We'll just have to see how that goes. My tomato plants do not seem to be growing as well as they did in previous years, but I am starting to see some fruit. I'm feeding them and watering them, so I hope they will catch up. But I'm not the only one struggling with tomatoes this year.
We both know to be fleeting, like the last breath of a sunset right before the day is dead. But maybe the heat of today could keep even winter away. So I'll remember your laugh, 'cause nothing ever changes the fact.
While spring always feels like it should be the busiest time of the year when you're getting all of those seeds off to a good start, summer is a really busy time too. I try to enjoy it and find relaxation in the process of gardening, because to stop means to get behind.
Let me know what you're up to in your garden this time of year in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, it really does help my channel out, and I'll see you next time.